Okay, so to understand data fetching better, we must first understand what is pre-rendering and what are the two types of pre-rendering, that is static generation and server-side rendering, because this data fetching is for fetching data for these two pre-rendering methods. So if you come to these pages here, so you see here they have given some examples and difference between them. So here for pre-rendering, so by default what Next.js does is it pre-renders every page. So what this means is that it generates the HTML of our page which we are requesting in advance, and this result in better performance and SEO, because generally what happens is when we visit a page, then at the client side all the HTML page is rendered, but with Next.js it will be rendered in advance. So the two types are static generation and server side rendering. So static generation, which Next.js recommends, so the HTML is generated at build time and will be reused on each request. So here's a term, build time. Build time is when we build our website using Next build. So let's say when I deployed this website on Vercel, so at that time only, means while it was getting deployed, this build time is that time. So at that time only this static generation took place and the HTML for the pages were created. And whenever the user visits this site, so every time, since we already have pages generated during static generation and we already have the HTML, so this already generated page, HTML page, will be given to all the users who visit the page, and this will increase the performance as the HTML page is already generated at the build time only. And then there is server side rendering. So the HTML is generated on each request. So what this means is whenever a uh, user visits site, any site, so if these HTML pages, whatever we see here, all these pages, if these are generated when we visit the site and then it is given back to the user, so if that happens, that means it is server side rendering, means on each request. So this is the difference between static generation and server side rendering. Static generation takes place at build time while we are deploying, so at that time only it is. Okay, so we should use static generation whenever our website has pages that whose data don't change frequently, like marketing pages or like blog post or e-commerce product listing or help and documentation. The best example is this site, this nextjs.org site. So in this, whatever data you see here, this will not change frequently, and there is no user interaction like or comment feature, anything like that. So whatever data is here in this documentation, it is static. Okay, and when should we use this server side rendering? So whenever we want uh, to have data and HTML page generated on each request, means let's say if you have data which keeps on changing frequently, like stock prices which keeps on changing, or you have a page which has a lot of user interaction, so that time data will change. So that time you can use server side rendering. And to use static generation, we need to use functions like get static props, get static path. And to use server side rendering, we need to use functions like get server side props. These three methods are used for data fetching. And of course, we can use both static generation and server side rendering in the same website for different web pages. And we'll see that in our video series also. So stay tuned. In the next video, we will start data fetching.